Hello guys. Today, June 4, 2020, I'll give my own personal technical analysis on some selected cryptocurrencies. So, it's BTC, ETH, Litecoin, XRP, and we can also discuss the gold and maybe the BTC dominance. But before we start, of course, I would like to invite you guys to, especially to my fellow Filipinos out there, to please join our Telegram group at Bitsy Philippines. We have, aside from that, you can also follow us in or like our page in Facebook, and of course join our Telegram. Our Facebook group. Also, so we'll check on the lower time frame. Let's see the 30 minutes because it dropped a bit a while ago. So if you look at the 30 minutes, you see it drop around this level, around 9 420. And actually my position actually got got it stopped out. But yeah, I have a few gains on it because when when the market is rising, actually I also adjust my stop loss so that at least if the market reverse, I still have a few gains. And then I already and then I re-entered the market again. So around this area also, it's now doing around 9778. So it was, I think they just liquidated. I just liquidate some futures traders at this level. So it's very important, guys, to have your, of course, to always manage your risk, put a stop loss, and of course take profit, because we'll never know that some dumps might happen. So I think at this level, the very key resistance still it's around 9,800, which is around this level, and could possibly retest back this around 10,200. And yeah, as I mentioned in my previous video, that's actually what I'm also looking for, a possible breakout at this level, because a breakout on this level is a possible 11 or 10,900 or around 11,000. And yeah, how about the support? The support we're still looking at is still at 9,300. So if it breaks that level, it's around 900. So that's actually the key support and resistance I'm looking at. So now we'll just change it to here, and this one will readjust it to around this level already. So let's look at the RSI. So the RSI in 3 hours time frame, if you look at it, it actually went or break down at our resistance, our support, the one that I made this morning. Because of the distance we're still looking at is of course the RSI of around 72, and so possible support around 42. So I think, yeah, let's see. We are still really at a very critical level. So yeah, let's see if it's break the 10,200 or go back to around 9,300 and possibly around 8,700. So that's actually our short term and possibly 11,000. So on a long term note, as I mentioned, if you have watched my previous video, I'm still really looking at this level. Actually, it's a triangle or a symmetrical triangle. So it depends on where it breakouts or trade within this range. So actually, I'm looking for that breakout, a strong breakout. So if it break out at this level around 10,300, a solid breakout, not a shadow or a wick, with of course with strong volume. So possibly possible. However, if it's actually a long-term forecast, if it failed to break at this level and pull back or retrace or correct, possible worst case scenario is around 4,000, and yeah, could also possibly trade within this range. And yeah, usually there's a breakout near the apex. So if it breakouts here, that's yeah, that's just a few dollars, a few $1,000 from around 28. So that is possibly around 25,000. So yeah, I think for futures traders, yeah, I think risk management is the key, and of course control your greediness. For spot, I think it's continue to accumulate, because I'm also accumulating a small portion in the spot. Now let's move on to the BTC dominance. So let's just see before we discuss the other alts. So we full chart of the BTC dominance, actually from around as 37 and now trying to regain back and now trading at around 66. So possible support, actually it reached out. Oh, there you go. It's actually reach our support level of around 65, and now it's actually forming a bullish candle. So if this bullish candle will close at something like that, possibly it will continue to move higher. Of course, it need to break this level first around 67 and then 270. So I think we'll see in the next few days some alts correction or pullback. So let's see the RSI. So if you look at the RSI, so it also seems like it's going up. So it's like it already found a strong support around this area. So that's the BTC dominance and the possible alt correction or pullback. Now let's go to Ethereum USD. So Ethereum USD, so let's look at let's remove this one. So if you look at the daily chart of Ethereum, it's also actually trading in an uptrend at in this range, and now trying to retest back again to level. So let's see if it this time it will break this and could possibly trade or retest around 276 area to around this 276 to around 286. So around, yeah, around 286. So from 286, I'm expecting a possible pullback to this level and then move back higher. So let's see. To targeting, that's the next, because the next key resistance is actually at $300. So let's see how it goes. So that's why I'm currently actually long also. And yeah, I'm waiting for this target level around 276 to 286 and possibly break out to that level. Welcome to $300. Actually, if you look at the daily, possibly here around 321 or around here 359. But I think this is much stronger resistance around 312. So wow, that's actually if you're using leverage and of course it move into your favor, so that's actually might be a quite good gains. But of course, always manage your risk. So that's the key resistance I'm looking at, a possible breakout to 252 and possibly target around 276. Breakout to that level around 312 or 315. And of course, our support we're looking at is 213 or actually within this uptrend support. So depends where the candle lands in this area. So depends where the candle lands in this possible support area. So yeah, let's look at RSI. Actually, if I'm trading, I usually use the price action, but sometimes I also actually that's the normal me. I'm on based on the price action because on the price action you will see the hidden divergence. So actually the RSI is just flat, so it is thinking where the where the market is going. So let's see how this ends tomorrow because that's actually the key where the markets will move. So this is the very key because it's flat. But yeah, it's already at support level. If it break that level, welcome to possible another support around this area. So that's it's actually very key to watch where is the movement of this RSI. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So that's still my target, a support of 213 or around this area. But it depends on where the candle will land. And of course, the resistance, the immediate resistance is 252 and a breakout, a strong breakout to that level will welcome around 276 to 286. So yeah, it could also be a possibility to break out at this level. So yeah, I think that's it for now. And let's wait for other possible movements in the next few days. So now let's move on to Litecoin. So if you also want to trade futures, you can also use my referral link. I'm actually using Bitsy. So they have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Monero, and some other future products. And of course, you can also check book. Aside from that, about Bitsy. So now let's move on to Ethereum. So if you look at the pattern, it's also in an uptrend, and actually it's near or at support level. Actually it's near the support level. So that's why for Litecoin, actually I'm also long with, of course, is stop loss around 45 area, because I'm expecting it to break out this 48 to 50 level and possibly target around this 58 area. However, the support I'm looking at is, of course, this support line, this uptrend support, or this 45 level area. If it breaks this uptrend support, possibly around 41, the next possible support. So now let's look at the RSI. So actually RSI is still trading within the support area. So possible resistance, actually first resistance is at this level around 61. So let's see if it breaks that level. And of course, possibly target around 64 to 65. So let's see how it goes. For the 3-hour time frame, let's see. Actually, it's also a, it's actually moving higher. Wait, that's, I thought I see a divergence. No, it's just a convergence. So yeah, the key prices you should look at is, of course, the 48 to 50 dollars, and a breakout to that level will possibly target around 58 dollars, around this level. Or it depends where the candle will, of course, try to retest this resistance line. And of course, the support we're looking at is this green support, or this around $41. Last is, I will also discuss actually gold. So if you look at XRP, this is actually a good indicator that it's a bullish sign. Anyway, if you look at it, it's actually another bullish candle, and I think it will retest this 0.21105 area. A breakout to that level will target around $0.22. And of course, the next resistance is that level around 22.22644 dollars. If it failed to retest this area, possible pullback is or correction or support at around $0.20. If it break that level, of course, the next support we're looking at is the $19.19. So now that's the RSI. For RSI, actually my setup is quite different. I think I use the 75 and I use 80 to 20 for the upper and lower band. because actually the default of this is 70 and 30. So if yeah, you can also do so. So I want 80 so that at least just a few. Like for example this one, because the lower the upper band or the higher the lower band, of course you'll see more possible overbought, overbought and oversold. So I just want to minimize it to, yeah, just really a few. So if you look at it, the RSI is still trading within this support area. So I think it could possibly retest this 58 RSI. Breaking that level is around this area, 62, possibly 64. And of course, the last or the next key resistance at 73 or around 74. So let's see. Support at 43 RSI. So that's it for XRP. And of course, the one I actually looking at a while ago is gold, USD. So let's use this. So let's go first to the long-term targets I'm looking at and how actually I think where gold is forming a cup pattern, retest the all-time high, and then from that all-time high, it could possibly move higher to around 2,700 as a price target. So now let's move on to the daily chart. Of course, it will not be come again. It will not be a straight pattern. Of course, along the way, you will experience gold will, of course, try to pull back. So like this one, yesterday, it went as low as 1689 and now trying to move higher. So actually, wait, let's go to lower time frame. If you look at it, it's it's like a double bottom here, here, and here. So possible key resistance I'm looking at is at this level. So 1744. Port is still within this area. So that's around 1687. So I think that's it for now. And yeah, possible next key support, I mean key resistance is this 1755 to around 1763. So yeah, I think within this year we could possibly retest that all-time high, in my opinion. So anyway, so that's it for gold. Still at 16744. Breakout to that level is 1763. So now let's look at actually using the 3 hours time frame. So if you look at it, it's actually a down. I mean, it pulled back around that level. So let's see. Let's see if this line will serve as a support. Because if it break out this level, yeah, possibly support area around 31 RSI. And of course, the resistance we're looking at is around 50. If it break that level, around here, so around 60. So as of now, I think that's it for gold. It's actually a double bottom and possibly retest around 1744. Breakout to that level could possibly retest $1763. And of course, support is around 1687. Actually, that's already the strong support we are looking at the moment. So there you go, guys. If you have some comments, questions, and feedback, please feel free to reach me out. Anyway, I think I forgot to say a disclaimer in the introduction, or I mean in the first, before I live stream in the, so trading and investing have risk, so please trade at your own risk, guys. And of course, yeah, always manage risk and control greediness. So there you go, guys. So if you have questions, comments, and feedback, you can actually reach me at Twitter, or you can follow me in my Twitter account at Elegant Choylin, or yeah, in my Facebook and LinkedIn. So, and of course, here. So there you go. If you have some comments, questions, and feedback, please feel free to reach me out. Thanks, guys, and hope to see you again tomorrow, same time.